Welcome to Seven Dads TV. I'm your host, Ken Wood. Today, we're going to get right into it, guys, because I truly believe that Americans, we need a cause to bring us all together, okay? And that cause is hating Canada. Yes, those frozen bastards, those maple syrup sipping bitches, man. How does it feel to lose at your own game? Man, I was so excited watching that game. I had McDonald's breakfast, some Miller Lights. Nothing screams America more than McMuffins and Miller Lights, sausage, egg McMuffins. We're going to do it right. You're going to get that cholesterol going at 8 a.m. But seriously, guys, fuck Canada. I was so happy. Shout out to the American team playing good board-to-board hockey, beating Canada at their own game. Yeah, you know, this game right here is brought to you by Tim Hortons, okay? Because maybe Canada needs to stop eating so many fucking Boston cream donuts so they can play good board-to-board hockey, okay? And not get beat out by some corn-fed, some milk-drinking fucking good old Americans. I love it, guys. Also, fuck Canada. Fuck Canada. Justin Trudeau dating Katy Perry. I don't know what that says about politics or whatnot, but respect, man. Respect. God, I bet he's going a little extraterrestrial. You know what I'm saying? I love this. I love this country, though, guys. I love the good parts, the bad parts. I love talking about the bad parts. One thing, I even love the people I disagree with. I truly do. Like Disney adults. Disney adults. We need a slur for Disney adults, okay? Pedo pans, Mickey maggots, Democrats. We need a slur for these Disney adults. There's something up with Disney adults, guys. If you spend your mid to late 30s going to Disneyland and dressing up or trying to dress up, because I guess it's banned in Disneyland. Even in Disneyland, random adults dressing up like fictional child characters is looked down upon, and that says something, guys. That says something about Disney adults when you go there and the people working there are already skeptical of you. You know, they're like, this guy could easily be dressing up as a Snow White trying to snag a kid or two. But, you know, you got to love this country, man, even the bad parts. A lot of people have been talking about the wage gap. And I thought this past All-Star weekend was a perfect example of the wage gap in this country, because in the WNBA for their All-Star weekend, they had a one-on-one tournament, and these women were playing for $250,000, okay? The WNBA, let me rephrase that so we can understand how crazy this wage gap is. The WNBA had a one-on-one tournament, and the grand prize was $250,000. Now, looking into it, the average WNBA player is probably making around $100,000 a year now. Okay, that is more than double the yearly salary of a normal WNBA player. These bitches were mad. They were storming off the court and everything because these women were playing for a real payday. It was so entertaining watching a bunch of lesbians get mad over not being able to make their Subaru payments. That was entertainment. You want All-Star Weekend back, man? You need to have LeBron playing against the bummiest player in the NBA. And if the bummiest player wins, he gets all of LeBron's money for the next couple of years. This is what we need to do, guys, to bring it back, man. I know those lesbians were mad because with $250,000, you know how many Joanne fabric stores you can buy and franchise out? How else are lesbians supposed to make it in this economy? Entertainment. You want All-Star Weekend back? That's how we do it, guys. That's how we make All-Star Weekend a lot better. In the NBA is quickly turning into a joke. Adam Silver's been in the news a lot. Adam Silver looks like a human dildo, okay? And he is just steady fucking up the game that I love. You're going to get rid of the draft, man. You're going to get rid of the draft. You're fucking this game so hard with your dildo-shaped head. I'm surprised you're not going to catch HIV from Magic Johnson. Let's be honest, dude. You need to get out of that. You need to get out of that. You look like a Scooby-Doo villain before and after they take off the mask. How is that even possible, man? You are ruining this game. I will say I do like white players going to play in Dallas. I don't know. Maybe it's because I was a big Dirk fan and then a big Luka fan. Now I have to be, by default, a big Cooper fan. But that's the one thing. If you're going to rig the draft, at least let's keep some white nationalist basketball in Dallas. That's what they needed, man. That's what they needed. Ain't nothing like that Cuban money, right? Ain't nothing like that Cuban money. I don't even think he owns a team anymore. I don't even think he owns a team anymore. He's probably too busy sucking down child's blood and drinking adrenochrome. He doesn't have time to deal with basketball. What else are we talking about, guys? Oh man, Hilary Clinton. Hillary Clinton, she came out and said that immigration has went too far. And I think she was commenting on like the immigration of the Biden administration, the 10 to 20 million people coming into our country. But Hillary Clinton, here's the thing, guys. This is going to be a very unpopular opinion. I totally would. I know. Bill's a lucky man. I'm just joking. But besides that, besides my fascination with strong, dominant, old women, the thing about Hillary Clinton, you know, okay, I'll say this. I would love to have Hillary Clinton as a grandma. Okay. She's the type of grandma to make you some really good cookies and help you dispose of a dead body. You know, Hillary Clinton is the type of grandma that after she helps you commit a second war crime, she's like, I'm never helping you commit a war crime again. But you know, deep down, she's going to help you commit another war crime. Hillary Clinton's kind of a real one. Hillary Clinton's like a friend that you need in your corner. You know what I'm saying? Hillary Clinton's the type of friend that when people know you rolling with Hill Dog, they ain't gonna fuck with you. They ain't gonna fuck with you, and that's some gangster shit. Okay, you want to talk about gangster rappers, dude? These American politicians are the real gangster. You think Drake's out here catching bodies? You think Drake's out here catching bodies? Absolutely not. Getting bodied by a singing Drake. Hillary Clinton. That's the real one. It's a real one. You can't beat her, And I bet ever since Monica happened, I bet she's going down hard on Bill. That's a real woman. You need a good woman, dude. Need a good woman. All right, moving on, guys. Moving on. America's Next Top Model documentary. Yes, I actually watched it. I was sick and I had nothing else to watch. I'm just joking. I wanted to watch it. That show's fucking crazy. Any show that forces women to do blackface, sign me up, dude. Sign me up, man. Before you come at me for saying that, back in my day, people were able to laugh at blackface. I know. 2008 was a crazy time. It was a crazy time, long time ago. And, but Tyra Banks in this documentary, if you don't know, Tyra Banks is like a manipulating, evil, terrorizing woman. She's kind of like the Hillary Clinton of the fashion world, man. Like, I guarantee Tyra Banks could probably take over a small Middle Eastern country if she really wanted to, and she would probably rule it with force, man. And America would probably have to work with the dictator Tyra Banks because, like, dude, she'd be a Saddam type of dictator, man. She'd be a fashionable dictator. I'll tell you that. You got to give her that. She'd be a very fashionable dictator. She would have all of her brown shirt Nazi terrorist people probably decked out in the latest brown. It'd probably be like an Oakwood brown on their Nazi uniforms, brown shirts. Very fashionable, very fashionable dictator Tyra Banks would be. Watch that documentary, man, and and maybe it's because I don't know. All right, we're moving on, guys. Oh yeah. So Kevin James was in the news. Kevin James was in the news because he said that he doesn't like to be political. He likes to keep his politics out of his comedy movies. You fucking fascist. You dirty, dirty fucking fascist. I knew that Paul Blart was a part of ACAB. You fucking dirty fascist. You dirty fascist. I loved the movie The Zookeeper, okay? And now knowing that the star of the hit film Zookeeper and the star of Grown Ups is a fascist, disgusting, Kevin James. Disgusting. Kings and queens will never play in my house again. My kids won't even know about kings and queens. That's partly because I want to hide Scientology from them. But still, whoever that one bitch is, the Scientologist, I know you speak out against it, but I don't know. I don't know. If you're looking for Paul Blart to give you a political confirmation, you might have lost your way. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Rupert Grant was at a film festival, and someone actually asked him about the rise of fascism in the UK, and he didn't say anything. He didn't speak out against it. I always knew Ron Weasley was a nationalist. Those dirty Weasleys, those dirty Weasley nationalists, bunch of fascists. You know damn well Hermione would speak out against it. You know damn well Hermione would, and that's why we love Hermione for speaking out against fascism. Because I need my childhood character heroes to speak out against political fascism. Okay, how can I sit there and enjoy Harry Potter as a 30-year-old man if I don't have the same political views as the characters in Harry Potter? It's disgusting. I'm never watching Paul Blart again. I'm never watching Harry Potter. I'm never watching men's hockey. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Once again, if you're watching Harry Potter as a 30-year-old, go out to a bar, meet a woman. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say, guys. And here's one thing. I remember one time when Trump's first term in office actually happened. He said that I went out to the bar and a bunch of people were talking. And I was like, hey, did you guys hear what Trump did? And some girl goes, you mean he who must not be named? Like, who are we talking about? Are we talking about our president or Voldemort from Harry Potter? I mean, I guess they're basically the same person. They both gain followers off scare tactics, and they both want to build a wall to keep those dirty muggles out. Get it? Oh, man, dude. That joke killed in 2018, dude. I had libtard audience eating out of the palm of my hand with that joke. And here's the thing, guys. Comedy's hard. Comedy's hard. Writing jokes is hard. I'm trying to write like a new 20-minute topical stuff every week, and it's hard. It's genuinely hard. I actually tried to write a joke about how white people won't go get lunch in the inner city, but they'll go swimming with sharks. And I actually looked up the statistics. Okay, only like 5 people a year die by sharks. Okay, 5 people will die in Chicago by the time this joke is done. All right, 5 people are dead. Pour out some Old E for my dead homies. All right, Chicago. I'm sorry, man. Sorry, guys. I don't know what y'all are doing down there. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. You guys see Gavin Newsom talking black? He said that he grew up poor and he couldn't read when he was at some black town hall meeting. I don't even know what it was. I don't know if they have just like black town hall meetings, or maybe it was at a sneaker convention. I don't know where Gavin Newsom was. But then and here's the thing about me, growing up in Metro Detroit, you can clearly tell that this man is just kind of patronizing these people. Like, he is clearly saying that he grew up poor, he had a low SAT score because he thinks black people are all uneducated and they think that somehow that relates to them. Very racist. I honestly hope that he keeps sticking with the whole racist, tirades. I hope that he keeps trying to relate to the black audience. I hope that he has, a meeting with like Al Sharpton or something. I hope that he just keeps talking black. Hope he adds a little G to it. Maybe he goes to the deep South and he gets really racist with the my be a good president. Okay, that's racist. That felt wrong to even do in front of a green screen in my room. But Gavin Newsom, dude, I'm not running for office. I run a fucking parody comedy show. Okay, we need to watch out for these people. And I will say, I used to work with a man a black man who was pretty good at code switching. He made it look like an art. Telling black people, keep it smooth, brother. And then when white people comes up, hi, how are you? How you doing today, bro? The weather's pretty good. He was a very good salesman, man. Very good. Salesman, you need to code switch. Politicians, keep it real. There's a difference between me buying a phone and you running the free world. I need to know true character. All right, let's talk about the missing old woman. Savannah, no. So Savannah is the host of the USA Today or USA. And Guthrie is the name, guys. I thought it was Gunther. I've been watching too much WWE lately. uh, Nancy. Oh yeah, who is it? Guthrie. Guthrie. All right, we're gonna, because once again, guys, this is all about the clips. I'm getting like 10,000 views per clips per all the social media platforms. This is only gonna get like 50 views. It's all about the clips, guys. I'll posture myself multiple times without editing it before it needs to be edited. Maybe if you want to be an editor, hit me up. I can't pay you, but you can maybe write it off on your taxes for helping out a broke ass comedian. But let's talk about it. Nancy Guthrie is still. I'm gonna restart. Remember, guys, it's all about the clips. Maybe I'll fucking do this. I'll flip the fucking Disney Channel here. I don't give a fuck. Uh, Nancy Guthrie is still missing, and it's time to play America's favorite game. Where's the white woman? Where is she? Was it racial? Was it connected? We have a Puerto Rican suspect. Who knows, man? It's good. America loves playing this game. We love playing, where's the white woman? It started with where's Waldo? And we just got to find the where's the Waldo, and then we go, boom, there he is. Where's the white woman? It's basically that, but everyone really cares, No one no one, no one's gonna play where's Wakanda, where's Washonda Wykes, where's Wanda Sykes, No one's gonna play that game, but we love playing where's the white woman, man. And I hope that she returns home. I'll be honest, I'm starting to fall for the conspiracies. That Savannah girl, I don't know, guys. Something screams that she was worried about the ratings. Yep, that's my conspiracy. Someone's worried about the ratings, man. Someone's worried about the ratings. Another conspiracy that I love hearing. I actually saw someone buy a Twitter ad and I might be able to find it, but someone bought a Twitter ad that said Michelle Obama is a man, and hey, they know who they're advertising to, and that pops up on my feed because Michelle Obama is not just a man. She is the mailman. Yes, I believe Michelle Obama is Karl Malone, the NBA great, 14-time All-Star. I think he's 11-time All-NBA, one of the greatest scorers of all time. If you look at Michelle Obama, she's got those wide shoulders, man. Those wide shoulders to set a pick and hit a mid-range, dude. I'm on to you, Karl. I'm on to you, Karl. You think you can lay low since what you did, but I know what you did. Everyone knows what you did, and now you're, how else do you think they met? Obama's a hooper. Obama's a hooper, guys. This is how they met, man. You guys got to listen to me. I know what's right. I know what's right. What else, guys? So my girlfriend took me to see this movie, and supposedly it was going to be one of the greatest romance movies of all time. And it ended up being the most degenerate gooner slop I have ever fucking seen, guys. This movie was disgusting. I watched a woman put a horse racing thing on and get fucked. And all these women were bringing their boyfriends to see it. There was snail trails everywhere. They clearly need to put a snail trail warning at the beginning of this movie because I couldn't get out of the movie theaters, dude. I was slipping and sliding with all the snail trails. It was the most degenerate slop. Clearly, if your woman likes to see, this type of BDSM narcissistic, slop, then god damn, dude. Women, a lot of these women, they hide behind these books. They had their porn addiction behind these books. And I if you ever heard about this or you read the backs of some of these stories, a lot of this stuff goes viral. Man, I've seen some crazy narcissistic stuff that at this point, after seeing this movie, I'm surprised half of these women didn't just come in Handmaid's Tales outfits. Might as well show up if you want to be dominated that much. Like, god damn, dude. There's a reason why a lot of these women will wear Handmaid's Tale outfits to protest. And that's just to show that they like BDSM. Nothing else, guys. Absolutely disgusting. All right, what else are we talking about here? Okay. So one thing I want to talk about, the transgender shooter, from Nashville. This one from Nashville. Okay, because I know it's been ramping up, a lot of transgender shooters, but they just released more on the transgender shooter from Nashville and her manifesto. Or, know what? His manifesto. It was a woman transitioning to a guy who shot up a school. Listen, I've been a straight white male my entire life. Shooting up schools is something we do. That's a he. That's a he, okay? You earned that title, brother. You earned that title, brother. And I don't want to say I'm proud to call you brother, but hey, you earned that title, okay? You got to respect it. That's committing to the bit. A lot of comedians don't commit to the bit like that. She said, I'm a guy. And society said, you're not a guy. And she said, watch this. That's a man right there. That's a man. That's something a man would do. That was something a man would do. I'm not saying I would have a beer with you, but all I'm saying is you could probably beat me in a game of pool because you're more of a man than me. More of a man than me. God damn. That's what a way to fucking end that episode. Oh, God. One else thing I wanted to talk about is shrimp at Qdoba, man. Like Americans need a cause to come together, okay? Americans need to come together to talk shit about Canada and shrimp at Qdoba, guys. Because there's universal truths. There's universal truths that we all need to accept. And, I get it that we live in a time where people live in different realities. But you know what? We need to come together, guys. And we need to come together on hating Canada. And shrimp at Qdoba is fucking disgusting. If you eat shrimp at fucking Qdoba, you need to lose your right to vote. You need to lose your right to have kids and to have children. That is a sign of natural selection. Shrimp at Qdoba, that is disgusting. That is disgusting. You should be labeled as a domestic terrorist if you're eating shrimp at Qdoba. You need to be deported if you eat shrimp at Qdoba. God damn, that is disgusting. Especially if you're eating at a place like Detroit. Where are you getting shrimp from, guys? Where are you getting shrimp from in Detroit? Not the Detroit River, dude. Not the Detroit River, man. That shrimp is going to come up with a fucking chain and a Glock, and it's going to rob you if you get it out of the Detroit River, man. Okay. So we're ending it there, guys. Trying to do shorter episodes. All right. Have a good night. Fuck Canada.